Hello everybody, Todd Michael Putnam again here with D&D Creative Table Designs, bringing you yet another table adventure. This one here is in the bottom of the depths of the ocean itself, in the Atlantean Empire after it had sunk. Their glorious civilization was changed. Obviously, it fell into ruin after the whole civilization fell into the bottom of the ocean, but they adapted and they have an uneasy alliance with the merfolk. And for centuries upon centuries, they have just slowly adapted to living at the bottom of the ocean. And the players were required to go down and do some deep ocean diving after some stuff and get some information. They were looking for ancient lost knowledge, which they believed only the Atlanteans would have. And so, via the means of magic, they were able to breathe underwater and go seeking out the Atlanteans themselves. Obviously, when they finally find a location inhabited by the Atlanteans, the guards would come up and challenge them, and threaten them to leave their area under threat of death. And they would explain that they are not there to be hostile to the Atlanteans, or they could be if they want to, however the players want to go about it, but that they're just seeking information. And the guards would then duly bring them down, and the king of the Atlanteans at this time would decree upon them that they may get the information that they're looking for, but they have to pass the trials. And so the ancient sunken amphitheater becomes a place of trial by combat to see if the players are worthy. So first they might fight off some like low-level water elementals or something, and then it would be a school of sharks. And then finally, the last thing would be the flail snail. I've been wanting to get this thing forever, and finally somebody produced one. So the last thing that they would be fighting would be this flail snail, all inside of this amphitheater. So basically just a trial by combat where they would throw multiple things at the players without short rests or anything, just to see if they were worthy, so to speak. And you can have little things going through, like you can have, these are flumps, but I use them as jellyfish. And you could alwa't have like a swarm of them just kind of float through the area. And then the players, it kind of changes the area for where the combat takes place, where if they go into if the flumps / jellyfish were to float across where the players are at, then of course there'd be dexterity saves or constitution saves or things like that, as their poisonous tendrils would sting. So just stuff like that. In the meantime, of course, the sharks would be circling at a higher altitude or a lower depth, whatever, however you want to talk about it, just to make sure that the players basically don't have any chance to escape. And there would be merfolk representatives that were floating along on the outskirts of everything, watching what's going on, because if the players were allowed to leave here, then they have their own things that they're concerned about, their own sovereignty for the merfolk areas. You can't really call it the merfolk lands, but the merfolk territories. So they're very interested to see how this plays out, and how the Atlantean king deals with the players. So as far as the setup, the cool thing about all this is a lot of the stuff that you use for desert stuff, you can actually repurpose for the bottom of the ocean. So this is just a standard desert map. I want to say I got that one. Yeah, this one I got from P-Works Gaming. And it's neoprene matte, which is great because it doesn't reflect light like the vinyl mats do. Rolls up a little thicker, and it is a little more expensive. But I've got the window all the way open right now, and you can see that it's not posting any kind of a major glare off of the mat like it does for my vinyl mats. So that's great. Monster Fight Club, of course, has all these little hill things. At somebody's suggestion, I got mine painted up. I can't remember what they called it, but I got those painted up so they look a little bit nicer. But you can see that they blend very well with the mat. Looks beautiful. That blackwash, that's the word I'm looking for. Got them blackwash, so that works out well. And then the rest of it, you can just go and, like, this stuff here. This is just aquarium stuff. That's aquarium stuff. That big piece there is just aquarium stuff. That's another piece that's aquarium. Just throw that in there. And then what I found was, on eBay, there's some 3D print stuff for Atlantean style ruins. And when I saw those, I was like, oh my God, I gotta have those, because that's being able to go under the sea and deal with another culture adds lots of role play opportunities in there that you wouldn't have against just facing off against sharks or innately hostile species like the Saugan. So if you've got some kind of a civilization that you can work with, there are opportunities for role play. There's of course trust and mistrust that has to be built, and what they're willing to concede for information or allow the players to do. But all these pieces here, basically that piece right there, these are all just from this one set I got off of eBay, but they must be 3D print files somewhere, because they're certainly 3D print items. And just throw those, and there's another piece right there. Got this one big set, which just worked out great. And then Nick Gomez is the guy that I have doing all of my painting for me. My eyes kind of got shot after the first 700 minis that I painted. So he does all my painting, as always. He does just fantastic work. And then just throw some aquarium plants on there. And this ship that I've used many times before, this is from Zitterd. There's also a front half to it, but I just didn't bother to use it. That's a broken shipwreck. You throw that on the bottom. Oh yeah, I did. I put it up over here. There's I had it removed and decided to put it back over on this side. So that's basically the idea behind it, is just to sell it. And then you use the clear plastic pieces are Combat Tiers, Tinker Tactics, Combat Tiers, and you can just, there's also Action Shield, I believe, has stands that you can use. I don't have those, I just have Combat Tiers, Tinker Tactics, and they work great, and they just have different elevations that you can put them on. And that's perfect for the sharks swimming up at higher altitude / lower depth, whatever you want to call it, and just adds that effect to it. You could certainly use that if you wanted within the combat sphere here, but I just thought a Colosseum type thing, and that would just fall in the whole idea of, you know, an ancient civilization and earning your right to whatever it is that you were looking for. So that's it. It's a pretty simple adventure idea, just coming down and earning the right from the Atlantean king in order to get the information, or even just to search the area for what they're looking for, and move forward from there. That's it, and hope you enjoyed the adventure, and I am sure I will be seeing you again next time. Thanks for checking in, and please like and subscribe if you like the videos. Take care. Bye.